Hello friends! Welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you feeling today? Oh, that's so good to hear. Are you ready to sing our good morning song together? All right, let's see you make your arms into a big circle like this out front. Raise them up high, back out in front of you. Now let's sing. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Let's talk about the calendar and the weather for the day. Let me get my pointer stick. Let's see. Today is December 16th, 2020. So we can move our chip from the number 15 to the number 16. Will you count the days with me? Let me see your counting finger. Warm them up, wiggle them around. Now let's get started. First comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Today is December 16th and the year is 2020. Let's move on to the Days of the Week song. Can you help me sing it? Here we go. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's move down to the bottom. Do you remember what the day was yesterday? I'll give you a hint. Very good. Yesterday was Tuesday. That means that today is Wednesday, and tomorrow will be, you're right, Thursday. But today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Up at the top, our season is still fall. What comes after fall? You're right, winter. After fall will be winter. But for now, the season is still fall. Let's see the picture down here. It's a picture of the weather. That means it's time to sing our weather song. Can you sing it with me? Oh, thank you. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Right now where I live, the weather is cloudy. It's another cloudy day here. The sun is not shining. Is the sun shining at your house? It's so sunny. Do you have to wear sunglasses? Not at my house. At my house, it's a cloudy day. And look at that. It's another chilly, cold day. Let's move on to our letter of the week. Here we are. This is our letter of the week. What does this letter say? Can you say that a little bit louder? Now let's say that together. Ah. This is a lowercase a, and the letter A says ah. I wonder what I'll find in my number and letter box. Are you ready for your first clue? All right, this is a type of a seed. This seed falls from a tree. This seed falls from a red oak tree. Do you have any guesses? Look at this. If you said acorn, you're right. Today I have 2 acorns. Look at this. They're attached at the top. They share a stem. A is for acorn. And this week we have been talking about this number. Do you remember what the number of the week is? What a great memory! This is the number 3. You're right. Can you count 3 fingers with me? Hold up 1. Now 2. And 1 more finger makes 3. 1, 2, 3. The number 3. Let's see what's in the number box for the number 3. Look at what I have. I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 pebbles. These small rocks are called pebbles. This week, we have been talking about polar habitats. Polar habitats are icy, cold habitats where animals live. Now, we've been talking about 2 types of animal habitats, specifically. One is located at the top of our globe, and the second is located at the bottom. Do you remember what this area at the top is called? That's right. This is called the Arctic. And at the bottom, what is this area called? I'll give you a hint. It's a continent. It starts with the letter A. A says, Antarctica. Very good. Now, some animals live up here in the Arctic, and other animals live down below here in Antarctica. Do you remember the types of animals that we only find down here? That's right, penguins. And what about at the top? What animals only live up here? Polar bear, you're right. Reindeer, fox, sometimes even rabbits. But did you know that there's a couple of animals that live both at the top in the Arctic and at the bottom in Antarctica? These animals are sea mammals or marine mammals. Now, what do I mean by a marine mammal? A marine mammal is a warm-blooded animal that gives birth to live babies. Can you think of any marine animals? You got it. Seals, whales, and walruses. They live both in the Arctic and in Antarctica. Now, these animals live in places where it's so cold. What do you think that they use to keep them warm in such harsh climates? Do they wear hats like we do? No. Do they wear snow jackets? No. Instead, these animals have something called blubber to keep them warm. Can you say that word with me? Let me hear it again. All right, let's say that word together. Blubber. Blubber is something that is located underneath these animals' skin, and it's a layer of fat that helps to keep them warm and also stores energy. Are you ready to see today's work tray activity? Oh, I can't hear you. Say that a little louder. All right, let's move on to today's work tray activity. For today's work tray, you will need a pair of gloves or a pair of mittens. Now, I don't have any mittens, but instead, I have these gloves. I know that these are gloves because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little holes for each of my 5 fingers. Mittens only have 2 holes, one for your thumb and one for all of these 4 fingers to share. So mittens look like this, but gloves have spots for each one of your fingers to go in. So go ahead and get a pair of gloves or mittens. So earlier in circle time, we were talking about how animals, specifically marine mammals, have something called blubber that keeps them warm. Now, humans don't have blubber, but instead, we can use gloves or mittens to keep our hands warm when we go outside and play in the snow. Now, gloves and mittens can be kind of tricky to put on, so I want us to practice putting these on today. Let me show you what I do first. First, I hold out my hands like this. Do you see how this finger, my thumb, is smaller than the rest? All the way down here. So I take my glove and I find the matching hole. Look, it's right there. Same, same. Then I take my hand, I put my fingers together like this, and with my other hand, I open it up at the bottom. I slide my hand right in, and as I slide it up, I spread my fingers out, and I have them slide right into each hole. Now, the tricky thing about gloves is sometimes when I'm sliding my fingers in, 2 of my fingers will try to go into the same hole like this. Look at that. That's not very comfortable. And look at, this spot is empty. So all I have to do, if that happens, is take the glove, loosen it up, slide my hand back out, and try again. Let's see. Let's start over. So take your hand, put your fingers together, slide it into the bottom of the glove, and as you pull your glove over your finger, start to spread your fingers out, and look at that. Can you see all 5 fingers? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does each finger have its own spot? It does. Look at that. I noticed something else. All of my fingers are sticking out on top. Do you think that these gloves would keep me warm in the winter? Let's go back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time. Learning how to put on gloves or mittens can be super tricky, even frustrating at times. So keep practicing and practicing, and don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. Today we talked about where sea mammals live. Do you remember where they live? That's right. They live both at the top in the Arctic and in the bottom in Antarctica. And how do they keep warm? Do you remember what that word is called? Such good memories! Blubber. Sea mammals have blubber, which is something that's located under their skin, and it's used to keep them warm and store energy. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel to get a new video that is posted every weekday morning. Thanks for learning with me today, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's sing one last song together. Are you ready? Wave like this. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time.